Italian restaurant. Hi, excuse me. Can I interview you for my YouTube channel?
About what?
It's about your feet and mental health.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Can we sit in the grass, in the shade?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. Great. Let me see. Let's get this backdrop right here. All right, you can have a seat like right here.
Okay.
So it's just a conversation.
Okay.
All right. So just be yourself. All right. So how do we get to this moment? Just now, how do we get into this?
You asked me if I would do an interview, and I said yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Why'd you say yes?
I got some time to kill.
Okay.
And why not?
All right. Awesome. How do you feel about the subject matter?
I don't know much about it, I have to say.
What is it about?
Feet and mental health.
Right. Exactly. So, how do you feel about your feet?
I don't think about them much.
You don't think about them much? Okay. How do you feel about mental health?
I feel very strongly about it.
Okay. Why?
Because it's important, and I think, at least where I come from, a lot of people don't give it a lot of credence, so I feel like it's important.
Okay. Do you have a therapist?
I do.
You do?
Yep.
Okay, excellent. Have you heard of dialectical behavioral therapy?
No.
DBT? Okay, so my therapist taught me DBT. So essentially, let's say if someone is suffering from anxiety and you have like a fear of approaching strangers, fear of talking to people, DBT will advise you to go out and to talk to people, to expose yourself to that which makes you anxious. And when you start to feel those feelings, you do a self-assessment and you ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? You know, is this life threatening? Is there a threat to my safety or health? If not, they tell you to apply what is called opposite action. So if your anxious feelings want you to withdraw from people, you instead engage and you anticipate a positive outcome and you cope with it. And then you know what happened. You keep a diary and you say, okay, how did I react in this situation? Was I mindful? Did I live in the moment? Did I let go of my worries? Was it a pleasant experience? So you can come back to it and see your progress. So I decided instead of keeping a written diary, I'm doing like a video diary, a vlog of my application of DBT. Now, as it relates to feet, I've always had an attraction to women's feet. And there are other guys as well that like women's feet. But some guys are afraid to talk about or expose that about themselves because they're afraid of what the reaction might be, because some may interpret it as being weird or strange. So my videos are designed to see a different range of reactions from women, so they can be able to cope ahead and to be able to see the type of different behaviors that are out there. So that's the whole concept of the YouTube channel.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
As it pertains to what?
What do you think about the concept of the DBT, the mental health, and the feet thing?
I think the DBT is super great.
Okay.
Like, that's how you get over things, is you expose yourself to them, so that part is awesome.
How do you feel about guys that like women's feet?
You know, everybody's got their thing. There's
Yeah.
theirs, like...
Okay. Have you ever encountered a guy that likes women's feet?
I can say I have.
You haven't?
No.
Really?
Or not that has been made known to me, so...
Okay. How often do you wear like sandals or open-toed shoes?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit?
Yeah.
Okay. How often do you get like pedicures?
Do I go get pedicures?
Yeah, do you get pedicures?
Sometimes.
Okay. How would you feel if a guy gave you a compliment about your feet?
Probably be indifferent.
Indifferent, really?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't feel good or bad about it? It would just be like, whatever?
Yeah, just be like, oh, okay, thanks.
Okay. What about a guy who like, okay, would want to give you like a foot massage, kiss on your feet, smell your feet, lick your feet, and those activities?
Everybody's got their thing, and if I'm into them, like, I wouldn't care.
Okay, that's cool. So you're just pretty much right down the middle, indifferent to it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So would you say you're receptive to the idea?
Yeah.
Okay. How have you always been like that in your life, or did it take time for you to get to that in your life, to being like open?
That's a good question. I've always been pretty open, and especially the past couple of years, I feel like the parts of my life that I've not been open to, I've worked on being more open, because like, why should you be judging people for anything? So,
Okay.
yeah.
So did you get that help from your therapist, or is that something that you've developed on your own?
No, just kind of on my own. You should be pretty accepting of people, and so the parts of my life in which I wasn't being as accepting as I want to be, I want to change. So
That's very good perspective.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Can we see what your feet look like close up?
I don't know.
No? You'll know why.
Um, just because
Uh-huh.
if I was wearing sandals right now, it probably wouldn't matter, but I don't know.
So you're wearing shoes and you wear some Nikes and you
Yeah.
wear some socks.
Yeah.
So what's the issue?
The issue is more about me and my partner, and my current partner, I wouldn't want to do anything that would make him feel uncomfortable. And so if I was single, it would be like, yeah, who cares? But I don't know, because it's relating to attraction and stuff like that. I feel like that's a betrayal to him, even if it's not something that I'm into, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you think you would have a problem with it?
No, it's not that I have a problem.
No, do you think he would have a problem with it?
I think that he would have a problem with me doing anything that would be receptive to other people and intentionally making myself, like, available is not the term I'm looking for, but it just seems like it would be a violation, because doing something that I know is for somebody else's attraction seems like a violation of the relationship, even though it doesn't matter to me, and he's not necessarily into feet or anything, but it has nothing to do with that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. I respect that. All right, so wrapping things up, what'd you think about this interview and this experience?
It was a good talk.
It was a good talk?
Yeah.
Okay. You have any recommendations or suggestions of how I can make it better? Any modifications or refinements should be applied?
No, I thought it was a good talk.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time and energy. Any parting words?
Not really.
All right.
Sorry.
Cool. Take care. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye.